Hello, everybody. Let's do a live update. I'm running out of time today, so I thought let's go live before market opens. We have 10 minutes to open market, so let's quickly see how things are going. So S&P 500, let's start with the cycle analysis. You can see S&P 500, we are in a topping process. You can focus on this yellow cycle. We still have a couple of days. Let's say Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. So looking for this to top, let's say this week. So you can see we still have what you can see at the bottom here uh, when I'm moving this cursor. So a couple of days left. So this week, let's say it's going to top out. Then looking for a decline, a little bit of decline here. I don't think it's going to be a massive decline, just a little bit of decline. And then we're going to have another rising phase. So everything is going good. As per second analysis, we're going higher. Now the only thing is we got a 9 count sell signal here that got negated. Looks like a short squeeze, to be honest. Looks like people are trying to short and it got squeezed. Sometimes it can take a bit longer before we get a bottom. You can see here we got a 9 counts. We went a bit lower and here we got immediately next day here, but sometimes it could take, you can see here 9 count sell signal, we just went flat. Instead of going lower, we can go flat as well. So that's the same thing. All right, so yeah, so look, let's see maybe a couple of more days and then we get a decline, or we can even get starting to get a decline. I don't know what the catalyst would be. Let's see, but that's what SPX is telling me. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. We'll keep day trading chart on the left side. Let's do a daily chart of MES on the right side. Let's see how things are going. S&P 500 had a massive rally yesterday, went to the sell zone, and you can see it just stayed in the sell zone all day, just consolidated because it was a massive move and just kept consolidating. Where we are right now, still very close to sell zone, very near the top level is 59, 5591, sorry, 5551. It could face a decline from here, so just be a bit careful here. And you can see it's holding, maybe trying to make a flag. And if you look at SPY, it's opening up flat, so there are no gaps. There is a gap here all the way down to 536. They could fill that. I don't know when, maybe later on, by the end of June, they will fill it. Let's see how things work out. And let's go on NASDAQ. I'm going to show US 100 because for some reason MNQ has a massive gap up. I don't know what's wrong with the future. Something is wrong. So let's look at US 100, which is more reasonable. So yeah, here you go. New US 100 also massive pump yesterday, went above third standard deviation and then declined, dumped from there. And now again near sell zone. Same story here. Triple Qs have no gap. One gap is all the way down, which is from where we are right now, top to the bottom, around 3.39%. So this looks like a parabolic move. Just keep going straight up, just one decline, and then just keep going higher. So um, looks like a blow off top looks very parabolic. So let's see if it can consolidate here or come down to fill this gap. That will be very healthy for the market. Going straight up is not nice because the way if it keeps going higher, it could come lower as well, same way. So that's what I hope happens. Dow Jones is a little bit weaker, but still near neutral and sell zone. And on a daily chart, on the right side, it's trying to close above all moving averages. It did close yesterday, but today is just holding there. So this could still be higher low before we go higher. So it's trying its best to do everything it can to remain and close above all moving averages. And DIA ETF here, same story here, nothing changed. Russell 2000 was the weakest of all. Went to the buy zone yesterday. Nice pump from buy zone to sell zone. Here was nice profit here, 1.67%. But right now in the neutral zone, still can go higher, still can easily go higher. And you can see in a downtrend, so it really needs to go above this white line, which is 20 moving average to break this downtrend. Let's see if it can break it. Right now in the front of many moving averages, a lot of resistance here in this area. And if I go to IWM chart, there is a gap here, which is still not filled. The gap is here until 201. So it can still pump higher, fill this gap, and then maybe come lower. But right now, I think it's going to go higher. All the futures are saying other way. Futures are red, but let's see what can happen. Maybe I think this gap is there. That means it will be filled at some point. Let's move on. Crude oil. Crude oil is in the sell zone, pumping, and you can see very bullish. Just a V-shaped recovery after this dump. Now above all moving averages, and prices like today also back tested it and going higher. So crude oil is looking very bullish, which is not a good news for CPI, So let's see if crude oil can stabilize or go lower. If not, then it's going to keep going higher. CNQ is another stock which I'm holding, still in the buy zone. You can see there's a gap down yesterday because it was dividends. 33 gap at 33 gap at 36. Let's see if CNQ can finally pump. Tesla. Tesla nice bounce yesterday. Price above all moving averages. Next gap is here at 192. Then there's 200 moving average and 200 EMA, light blue and dark blue lines. So I think Tesla is getting ready for a pump to 200 level. So let's see if it can remain. Next target is 192. If it can close above that, I really want to see Tesla close above 200, this previous high. So if that happens, that's going to be higher high, and that's going to be a change in trend. So that's going to be really nice if Tesla can touch 200. So from where we closed yesterday to 200, let's see how far we are. Around 6.62%. So I don't know if it's going to happen in a day, but Tesla can sometime be very bullish. So let's see what happens. Bitcoin, crypto. Crypto in the buy zone. All right, so Bitcoin is in the buy zone. And if I zoom in, you can see here, green line is below red line. I want to see green line above red line to be bullish. Like here, green line cross above red line. So that's not happening. And same thing on Ethereum. Green line needs to cross above red line. That's not happening either. All right. So Ethereum futures had a gap here, which I was telling you, 34.29. So you can delete it. So it had to fill that gap. Futures, CME futures are on support. However, live Bitcoin is a little bit below support. So uh, also Ethereum has changed in trend. You can see this low is lower than this low. Let's look at Bitcoin. Also change in trend. This low is lower than this low. So still a new low made. So if I'm expecting SPX to go lower, then I think Bitcoin can still go lower. All right. So next support could be here around 51K. If I look at gaps, next gap is all the way down to 47. I don't know if it's gonna go that bad from here to the 25%. Let's see what happens. I don't want to scare you, but let's see. Until green line is below red line, anything can happen on Bitcoin. Okay, so I don't see anything good. Just on a day trading, I see it's in the support area, so it can bounce. So I won't be shorting as a day trading. I want to wait for it to go to red line and then short, like yesterday. You can see nice bounce from green to red line, nice bounce here, and then you could have shorted in the red line and then dumped, and then again you could have bought here and now pump. So right now in the short-term chart in the buy zone, okay, so it could pump only short in the red area. All right, let's keep moving. Hang Seng Index, China is in the neutral zone, so nothing interesting here. Getting a 8 counts buy signal, so let's see if that can pump. Let's look at levels here. Apple is in the sell zone. Amazon, okay, market just opened, about to open, I guess. Amazon is in the neutral zone. Google is in the neutral zone. Meta, Facebook is also in the neutral zone. Netflix, market just opened. Netflix is in the sell zone. Microsoft is getting a 9 count sell signal now. Very bullish pre-market. Looks like it want to go down. Snowflakes. Snowflakes is down, but again in the sell zone short term. Nvidia in the neutral zone. AVGO is in the sell zone. AMD, wow, AMD down 1.7%. What happened? There's a gap on AMD around 153. They might want to come and fill that gap. So let's see. One gap here, one gap here. So if they come to fill that gap, that could be a good entry here. Shopify Shopify is also in the neutral zone. Uh, CNQ finally pumping. Good. That's what I wanted to see. Keep pump. Um, this gap is filled, like I said on CNQ. Let's go to the day trading chart on CNQ. You can see this gap is filled. Um, Next target, I'm gonna hold it long term. I think it's gonna go fill this gap eventually at 36. Tesla is holding nicely here. Since I kind of reviewed everything other than commodities, let's see if anybody have any questions here. Nobody have questions, so that's okay. Let's look at commodities real quick. Gold in the neutral zone, silver in the neutral zone, copper is bouncing from the buy zone, natural gas is bouncing, still did not come to the buy zone yet, corn in the buy zone, palladium close to buy zone, soybeans is in the buy zone, sugar, all these commodities are mostly in the buy zone, in the neutral zone, wheat is also in the buy zone. And let's quickly look at VIX and then I can wrap it up. VIX is down 2%, so going to below 12, 13. So anytime it goes below 12 and 13, that means we got to be a bit careful. If the lower it goes, that means a bigger bounce is coming later on in VIX. Okay, guys, hopefully this is helpful. I will end here. And if you have any other questions, any other stocks you want me to review, just message in the description. I will review it tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.